My name is Jack Kalipenta. I work with ZGF as Manager for Community-Led Development. I've been working with ZGF for some time now, and among the things that we do, one of the exciting things we have done so far, starting from 2024, is the reverse call for proposals. Now, reverse call for proposals is the one upside down of the proposal movement where the communities or the groups in the community would put up the proposal to the international organization. This was the fruit of the RINGO. Actually, it's a RINGO prototype. And so, being a RINGO prototype, we went out as ZGF to see how we can implement it. Now, we had 8 community foundations that we've started working with the support from Mott Foundation. And then it's these who brought out the challenges in their communities. And then we put this together as ZGF, as a curator, and put them out there for INGOs to respond. Of course, the response was not very overwhelming. However, there were cases of 3 organizations that responded, and one of them is the Plan International. Now, for the reverse call, it was the community that actually selected, instead of Plan International selecting them. So they chose from the 3 that plan was fit for them. So reverse call started even when the due diligence, for example, there was a dual due diligence, whereby Plan was trying to do diligence to this community, and the community also did their due diligence to Plan International. And this was very exciting, because something done for the first time, even Plan learned something from it. Now, of course, Plan supported this organization called the Nyankanga Community Foundation in central Zambia. They had 8 areas where they needed support, and Plan initially supported them in 3 of them, which was the testing area. And then just one thing that we have done is the ZGF, so it's a tripartite agreement we have between Plan International, ZGF, and Nyankanga Community Foundation, so that whatever is happening, the 3 of us should know how the process is going on. So the first funding was 150,000 kwacha, which I will talk about like maybe $15,000 around that time, yeah, and which they received, and the organization was able to find their own facilitator to support the interventions in the community.
Each community foundation is the list down my problems ever nayo ku community kwabo. That's the list down ya child abuse, child labor, early marriages, agriculture, livestock, sustainable natural resources. Then after that the list down ya jama problems yatu tunapezeka kutiba Plan International Zambia ndiye bantu bamene tina yangana ma problems yatu na bamene wanachita list down bamene basebenzerapo balingana na bamene tina lemba izi.
Apart from Plan International, there were 2 other organizations that responded. Now, Nyankanga got to be very proactive. When they looked at the 3 agencies that had applied to support Nyankanga, they were able to choose the Plan because the others, they said one, for example, one was talking about capacity development. So this is what ZGF does with us. So we have got concrete things. So Nyankanga chose concrete things, like there were 8 areas which they chose, and 3 of them were supported by Plan. It had to do with horticulture, because they're a farming community. They looked at horticulture, they looked at animal treatment, livestock treatment, and they looked at natural resources management.
We started with the livestock, if I'm not mistaken. So each village had to give us 2 representatives to be trained in livestock management. An expert from the Ministry of Agriculture and Livestock came, who was a senior livestock officer. So we had a completely 5 days training with the 10 plus officers from foundation and the school management. We had to cover from chicken, goats, and cows. You know, this is the farming place.
It's their proactivity which makes Nyankanga unique. Of course, even these others are, but Nyankanga seems to have that kind of proactivity, cooperation, working together, and yeah, so they're a good partner to be with.
Kudala pamene banayamba banali kunkala na mpamvu pandrama nibaja bamene batipasa ndi banali kulamulira na kugamba pamene mufunika kuchita nazo. So apa manje vintu vinachinja yankala reversal, meaning baja ba community ndiye bafunika kuuza ba NGO baja bapasa ndrama kuti izi ndrama zamene mwatipasa ize ma problems Zambia yatu ametili nayo ni aya, then vantifunika kuchita ise ni hivi na hivi, then baja botipasa ndrama bakonka ise pamene tifuna.
The whole running of Nyankanga Foundation is under Nyankanga people. The power is within us. We are the people who are making our own decision. Nyankanga must be developed, and we are the people who are going to develop.
Apart from this, then again there's another 150,000 kwacha early this year that was again went to Nyankanga. Now, what have we learned about this process? One, we've realized that the community feels very empowered. The community has a voice. I mean, to us, this is a way to talk about shifting the power. This is how power has been shifted practically. The community is in charge of their own development. They are able to tell the donor what issues affect them and how they can implement them. They decide who should train them, if it's training. They should decide where they buy the things. And so this is the beauty about this reverse call for proposals. And of course, going forward, one thing that we like to plan as AGF, we are trying to do a second iteration for the reverse call for proposal, where now we are going to look, instead of just the basic community groups, we're going to look at the smaller CSOs that should be able also to put up their calls out there so that those who are interested will be able to come in. Now for us, this is a journey, especially where the funding space is shrunk. It's important to know that the communities should take charge of their own development. And how do they do it? They should be the ones to invite who should invest in them and not them chasing after the money. So from that, this learning is two-way, because of course for INGOs, there is the issue of localization, and on our side, so this localization should not be done by the people that are employed by the INGOs, but rather should be done by the community themselves who lead their own development.